So the first card you've got for your past is the Five of Cups. Yeah, very sad. Obviously, this is a very sad, very emotional card. Missing someone, upset about something that's happened. It can be all those different things. So very, very complex card. And I think there are lots of different mixed up feelings in this card. What I'm seeing here is there's some kind of, because I'm looking at this in the Ace of Wands at the same time actually, and I'm getting this plan that you've got some kind of plan, I think, or you did it this time, and you're planning for something. You knew you had to do this thing, and it was something you really, really wanted to do. But I think you knew that if you do this thing, you did whatever this was, you'd have to be away from the people that you're around now. Either one of the people or more than one. I'm seeing a lot of people actually. So it might be that you're planning on traveling. It might be that you're planning on just being out of circulation for a while, not talking to the people who you're around. I keep on seeing you're around the normal people that you're around now. And when you go and do whatever this thing is that you're planning on doing, you won't be around those people, but then you'll come back again because there's this bridge here. So I'm seeing this plan. So with the Ace of Wands, this is like the potential of the action. So you want to do this thing and you're planning on this right now. But with the Five of Cups, it's like, well, I know I want to do this. I'm determined to do this. But I'm a bit sad because I'm going to be away from all these people. And, you know, it's going to be quite difficult on me, and it's going to be quite difficult on a lot of people around me. So you're kind of still working all this out. I think you might have told some people, maybe not everyone, and you're still kind of planning out how you're going to do this, I think. It hasn't happened yet. Definitely hasn't happened yet. This is all in the planning stages. So it feels like a mixture of work. It feels like a mixture of that. It feels like you're going to have to, just be away from people. I don't know if you're traveling or if you're just going to be isolated for some reason, but that's what I'm getting. It's very strange. I'm not sure what it is, but it's definitely something you want to do. It feels like a personal journey. It feels very personal. It feels quite emotional to you, because look at how emotional this poor man is. So yeah, and I'm getting this might be for single people, whatever this is as well, because I'm getting a lot of single energy here. And I'm getting this, okay, I'm going to hold off on relationships for a while because once this thing's over, then I can think about that again. But right now, while I'm planning on this thing, you know, I'm single right now. I'm not going to think about relationships right now until this whole thing's over. This is the biggest thing in my life right now that I'm thinking about. So that's kind of what I'm getting. Now, again, you're not going to be separated from people forever if this is you, if this is what you're doing. Again, there's a bridge here, and I keep on seeing, you know, the separation and then some kind of return. So if this is what you're going to do, if this is what you're planning on doing, something where you're going to be away or separated from people, traveling, it might be that, it could be a number of different things. It feels very, very personal. It's not going to be easy emotionally. It's really not. And it's not going to be easy for a lot of people around you emotionally. But if this is what you truly want to do, I'm seeing a very, very good outcome of this. And I'm actually seeing a big, big change in your life in that process of doing this, and also after this is done. So I really believe this is the right thing for you to do if this is the thing that you're planning on doing. So if you're planning this, just know that I'm seeing this is the right thing for you to do. So keep on planning this, keep on working on whatever this is. Okay, so yeah, the next card you've got for your past is the Ace of Wands. I'm just seeing something else here, sorry, because that's why I was pausing. You do go through times, I think, and you have gone through times in the past where, I don't know if it's depression, it's just some kind of ups and downs emotionally where you don't feel like seeing people, where you have those times where you're by yourself and you're quite isolated. Ups and downs in emotions. I can't really face people right now. I can't really be around people. I just need to be by myself. And then you come out of that and you're with people again. I see that happening a lot in your past. That's not what this is. That's not what this separation is. This is something that you're doing. It's a positive action because you've got the Ace of Wands. So it's a positive act that you want to do. I just wanted to make that clear because I was seeing these emotional ups and downs that you've been through in your past. Anyway, so yeah, obviously this ace is super, super action. And again, it's about the potential of this thing that you're planning on, if this is you. And I think it's not going to be an easy thing. It's not going to be an easy thing, but it's something that you really want to do. And I think from the outside looking in, it might look a bit like an easy thing, because some people just don't understand what goes into things. People think reading tarot is easy. Of course, it's not easy. And, you know, people think painting a painting is easy. Of course, it's not easy to do a proper painting. So, but on the outside looking in, it probably just looks like, oh, I'm just looking at these cards and I'm just talking and that's easy. Someone who paints, oh, they just paint and they put the paint on the canvas and that's easy. No. So someone's looking at what this thing is that you want to do. And they're kind of saying, oh, that's easy, that's fine. It's almost like, oh, that's the easy way out. That's the easy way out. You're doing an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. This is a very, very hard thing. It's a hard thing for you to do physically, I think, and it's a hard thing for you emotionally. But it's, sorry about that coughing, if you can hear that person coughing. So, yeah, so it's a hard thing for you to do personally and physically and even spiritually, I think. It has a lot of different things there. But yeah, there's a sequence here. If you look at this sequence, it's between this and the Eight of Wands. So now you're in the planning stages, so it hasn't happened yet, obviously, and then you're going to take action. So what this is showing me is you are going to do this. You're definitely going to do this, and it's what you want to do. Okay, so there's the other thing here is I'm seeing someone waiting for you. And I think they're going to be waiting for you when you do this. Actually, this is really interesting because I'm seeing two different love connections here. I'm not saying you're seeing two people at the same time or you're cheating. That's not what I'm seeing. But I'm still getting a lot of single energy around this. And so this is obviously for single people. Now, there might be someone you're talking to right now. It doesn't feel like this is the person that you really want to be with. It seems a little bit kind of, I don't know, a bit on and off or something like that, or it doesn't seem all that enthusiastic for some reason. But this person's going to feel like they should wait for you when you've finished doing whatever this is or whatever. And I really don't think you're going to want to go back to this particular person who you're talking to right now, because what I'm seeing is this is a big, big life change for you, and you're going to change a lot of things in your life. You're going to change your attitude. You're going to change just about everything. You're going to change. So you're not going to want to go back to someone from the past. And I don't think you're going to want to go back to this particular individual because you've got this half-hearted thing going on, and I'm really feeling that. And this is full on. You've got the Ace of Wands and you've got the Eight of Wands. You're wanting action. You want passion. You want someone who's going to give you all that, get up and go. And I'm not feeling that with this particular person. Now, I'm seeing another person that you're going to meet up with. Again, this is if you're single. You may have already met them. You may not have. The second person is a more outgoing person. They're a hardworking person. They're a bit of a full-on, very passionate person. That person is the person for you. I don't know if you've met them yet or not. Maybe not, because you're still, what I'm seeing here is you're still talking to this person, but it's kind of not quite what you want. And I think you know that. So that's what I'm getting there in all your past. So I hope that makes sense to someone. I know it's a little bit crazy. Okay, so the first card you've got here present is the Four of Cups. Okay, so I know this can be a really negative card. It's the no card, basically. It's no. It's the art of no. I'm going to say no. But I'm seeing positivity in this saying no, because I think what's happening with you is, with this change, and even though you haven't actually done this yet, you're just planning this. Even in the planning, even in the thinking of this big thing, you're saying no to a lot of people, and there's so much power in saying no. So you're saying no to these people, and I was seeing this half-hearted connection. I was seeing that in the Ace of Wands. So, you know, where you're talking to someone, then you're not sure where you are, you're kind of talking, you might be backwards and forwards or whatever. It's kind of like, I don't know where I am with them, where I am. So it's like, I don't know where I am with this person. kind of going backwards and forwards. I'm not really feeling it. It's like, I don't know. There's no room for that, or there's not going to be any room for that kind of half-hearted thing in your life when you have been through this thing. Absolutely no. And you've had a lifetime of these kinds of people, these kinds of half-hearted people and all that kind of thing, and you don't deserve that anymore. You absolutely don't deserve that. So I actually think you are going to close off this, whatever this is. I'm not saying it's a full-on relationship. You're going to close off whatever it is that's happening with this person. This is all action. This is all action in this reading so far. There's no passiveness coming from you at all. You are taking action. And there's action in this card because you're saying no. You are saying no. And you're saying no to people who are trying to stop you, because I'm seeing that as well. I've got people saying, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to go ahead and do this? Do you really want to do this? I don't think it's right. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. No, you are saying no. No, I'm not going to take your advice. Yes, I'm going to do what I want. That's what I'm getting. It's very empowering. And also, I'm just looking at this tree, and it looks a bit like a palm tree. And, you know, I'd love to be sitting under a palm tree right now, and so would a lot of people. They'd all love to be sitting in the Caribbean or somewhere amazing. I'd love to be like that. But I'm not. I'm sitting here. So all these things that people are offering to you, advice, alternatives to what you really want. You've got this half-hearted person saying, I'm going to offer my love to you, but it's not really love. It's just whatever it is. I don't know what it is. No, you don't want any of that. You're saying, look where I am. I'm under a palm tree. I'm in paradise. I'm under this palm tree. What I want to do for myself is my paradise. This is what I want to do. So if you're going to offer me something, it has to be better than that. It has to be better than this palm tree. So if it's not better than this palm tree, the answer is no. So this is a really, really empowering, really positive no here. The word no is really positive when it comes to you. This is the no. This is the action for myself, action for myself. And if you're not going to fall into line with that, the answer is no. That's what this whole reading is so far. So the next card you've got for your present is the Knight of Cups. Yeah, look at this knight. He's coming up to this water, obviously where all the emotion is, because this is cups, this is love, and he's not crossing the water. And importantly and interestingly, he's not filling his cup with the water either. He's not getting the emotion and filling himself up. And that's what the water's there for. He's got this cup and he's going to come up to the water and it's like, okay, I'll fill up my cup. But he's not going to do that. And that's actually really, really telling, because I think that's about this half-hearted person. If someone's not filling themselves up with you, like this knight, he's not filling his cup. What I mean by that is, if someone's not filling themselves up with you, if someone's not interested in you, what's inside you, in your hopes, in your dreams, in your daily life, your feelings, all that's inside you, if they're not saying to you, tell me all about yourself, I want to know all about you, I want you to pour your heart out to me into this cup, and I want to fill myself up with that because I'm really interested in you, I really love you, I really care about you. If someone's not doing that, and I don't think this person is, they're not for you. They're not for you. So again, I don't know what stage you're at with them, because I keep on getting this. Firstly, I'm getting a lot of single energy still here. So it's I don't think this is a proper relationship. It might be that you've been backwards and forwards. It might be that, you're still talking or something, or they're kind of promising things and it's not going to happen. It might be that. So if there's that kind of disinterest coming from someone, obviously that's not a good thing for you, and you know that. And again, saying no, this is all saying no. So you're going to end this, and I think it's you that's going to end this. I'm seeing that again here. So yeah, you're taking action, you're taking control. The things that you want in your life, you're going to embrace full on, full of action. The things you don't want, you're going to say no to. So that's everywhere here in this reading so far. Very, very strong, really to the point reading. I thought this reading was going to be kind of a bit all over the place, and some of them have been recently, but this is really to the point. So the last card you've got for your presents, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, a few things here, a few different things. The first thing is, yeah, this is obviously hard work. So with this thing that you're planning on doing, again, if this is you and you are planning whatever this is, it's work, it's hard work. And you know that people might be saying, oh, that's easy, that's not hard work. It's hard work. This is a workhorse. And, you know that, you know you've got work ahead of you, you know you've got difficult times ahead of you, but you're right, you want to do this and you're determined. This is really a Taurus card, actually. It's like, I'm stubborn, I'm determined, no one can push me out of the way, I'm this big strong workhorse and I'm going to do what I want and no one's going to stop me. Now, I'm getting a few different things here. The first thing I'm getting is, okay, so actually it's the second thing I'm getting. Family, I'm seeing family, I'm getting a few family problems or something like that. I was getting a little bit of this in the Four of Cups, people not really listening to you, people not really taking your word for granted, or they might be taking you for granted or something like that. Yeah, I wasn't going to say take your word for granted, but that just came in. So yeah, I think there might be some people taking you for granted. I'm actually seeing this. It's really funny that I accidentally said that. I'm seeing that. And what I'm seeing is you've got some people in your family that you really get along with. They're all fine. But some of the people who, I think you've got a couple of people who, I don't know whether they hurt you growing up, but you weren't treated very well by some people when you're growing up. And they're the people who expect the most from you now. That's what I'm seeing. They're the people who expect the most from you now. And isn't it always the way? The people who are the most selfish are the ones that do the least and they expect the most. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm getting expectations with your family. So it feels like they're taking you for granted. They have expectations of you doing something. Now, there's someone else here, more than one person actually, but I'm seeing one person here who absolutely could do whatever this thing that someone's expecting you to do. It's like, oh, you have to do this. It's expected of you. You must do this. This is what someone's telling you, I think. Someone else could do this. Someone else could do this. And they're kind of getting away with not doing this. I think that's kind of what it is. So, yeah, do you know what I'm seeing? I'm just looking at this golden coin. And the way he's looking at this coin, it's like, I adore this coin. It's golden, it's beautiful. I'm in love with this coin. It's absolutely fantastic. It can do no wrong. It can do no wrong. The beautiful coin can do no wrong. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm getting golden coin, golden child. So when you're growing up, I think there was a child, might have been a sibling, might have been a cousin, someone around your age, I think, and they could do no wrong. And so now as adults, you're being expected to stand up and do whatever this is, and they're getting away with not doing anything, I should say, because you're a Taurus. You're a Taurus. You're the sensible one. You're the responsible one. That's how they all see you. And you are like that. But that doesn't mean you have to be responsible for these other people. So again, my automatic response to this is no, because this is all about no. So that's my automatic response I'm seeing here. I am getting that might be a little bit difficult for you to say no to this specific thing here, especially around family. I don't know what it is. It's some strange dynamic here. But my instinct is to tell you to say no to this, and my instinct is to tell you to get someone else to step up to this. They should be doing this, and they're not doing that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Now, there's another thing I'm getting in the Knight of Pentacles. Again, I think where was I seeing this? In the Eight of Wands, I think. Another love relationship. So you're going to let go of the one you've got now. It's not really a love situation anyway, from what I'm seeing here, if this resonates with you. Someone else is stepping in. They're a hard worker. They're a really, really amazing person. They're going to adore you. They're going to adore you. Now, that's not coming up until you personally feel as if you're ready. And I feel as if you've got this big thing you're planning, and you're going to wait until that's over with before you take on any kind of love. So, and that's what I'm seeing Where was I seeing that? In the Five of Cups, I think. I don't know. But so yeah, anyway, that's what I'm seeing there. So I think, yeah, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so the first card you've got for your future is, yeah, the Eight of Swords. So yeah, this is a horrible, horrible card. And yeah, I think this is about this family situation again, because I was seeing all these expectations, and you know, you say no to a lot of things, and that's what this whole reading is: saying no, saying no, saying no. You have no problem in saying no, but I think when it comes to some of these family situations, there's a little bit of guilt here, or there's some problem that you have in saying no, because I've got this poor woman surrounded by these swords. So you might have a lot of voices, you might have a lot of people, family, coming around you saying, oh, you can't say no to that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to say yes, or whatever. It feels a little bit like ganging up almost with all these swords around you. So if this is where you struggle, if you struggle around saying no to family, if this is you, take some time out. Take some time away from all these voices. You might have to turn your phone off. You might have to just not answer to some of these people. Be totally by yourself and really think about, firstly, do I want to step in and help? Look at this objectively. It might be the right idea to help, I don't know. But you've got to think about this when you're away from all these voices. So you've got to say to yourself, okay, do I want to do this? Is this the right thing to do objectively? If it's no, then it's no. That's easy. If it's yes, then you've got to think about, how can I do this in a way that doesn't impact me as much? And how can I do this in a way that makes sure this other person that should be stepping up is stepping up and taking responsibility? Because I think if they take responsibility, it's the right thing for them. It'll be the best thing for them as well, because that's what they need to learn to do. Now, obviously, they've got all these enablers around them, and it's not going to be easy, because you're going to have to get through to not just them, but other people as well. But if you're determined, and I'm seeing that all through this reading, you'll be able to do that. You might even have to tell some people off. You do have a sharp tongue when it's necessary, so you might have to do that. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing in that card. And don't let all these people surround you, bully you. You know, just get some time away from all that, clear your head, make an objective decision about this family, whatever this is. Okay, so the next card you've got for your future is the Six of Wands. So this is a really, really good indication. Obviously, this is the victory card. So again, with this thing you're planning, this is a really, really, really good indication that this is going to work really well in the end for you. You're going to have victory with this. It's going to be a success. So that's what this is showing me. And again, with this family situation, it's not going to be easy. What I'm seeing is once you've made your decision, I'm trying to say, and then you're determined to do that decision, you're determined for that to be your decision. I'm not articulating that very well, but once you've made your decision, you're like, right, I know this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them that. You are going to get a few people disagreeing. You're going to get people saying, oh, that's not fair. You should be doing this. Look at you on your big high horse, like this man on this horse. You're in a better position than us. You should be able to help us. You should be able to do this, that, and the other. No, absolutely not. You're in the position you're in because you work really, really hard.